my name is Amanda Mulholland, and this is
Caitlin Lynch.
And we are both AmeriCorps with the Department of Wildlife, and today we've partnered with Galena Creek to bring you a couple of videos about winter adaptations.
Specifically in this video, we're going to be talking about hibernation.
So today we're going to be talking about hibernation. Specifically, I'm going to be talking to you about torpor, which is a type of hibernation. A torpor is considered kind of a deep sleep, and it's actually what our bears go into. Even though we call it hibernation, it's actually a torpor. And before our bears do this, they're going to need to be putting on a ton of weight and calories to be eating calories to be able to sustain themselves throughout winter. So here I have a bear skull, and as we can see, most of their teeth are actually flat. And these flat teeth are great for eating plant material like berries, and they also eat insects. Meat, not so much. However, they definitely need to eat a ton of berries and insects to be able to put on enough weight to last them throughout winter. They need to eat on average about 20,000 calories per day, so that is quite a lot of nuts and berries and things. So here in Nevada, we only have black bears. You might be confused because this seems to be a brown bear. Most of our bears here in Nevada are actually this brown color, and that's so they can blend in with our hills a little bit better. It's not as dark and green as the East Coast, where we initially encountered the black bear and called them the black bear because they were mainly black. These ones are brown. Sometimes we get the occasional black bear, but they're going to be this brown color. They're all black bears, and right about now, with this snowfall, we can expect that they're going to start falling asleep. It's really cool. While they're asleep, they try not to wake up. They might wake up every once in a while. As we said, it is a torpor, which is not a true hibernation, which is where they fall asleep all winter. These bears will wake up every once in a while, move around, eat some stuff. They'll also have their babies when they're in this torpor. So sometimes the mama bear doesn't even wake up when she's in labor and having her baby. Another one of our animals that experiences torpor is going to be the hummingbird. These hummingbirds will also fall asleep during the winter. They'll slow their heart rate, and they'll go into a deep sleep whenever it gets too cold that they can't function at normal body temperature.
So an animal that exhibits what we call true hibernation is going to be our marmot. So true hibernation is a little bit longer than torpor. It's going to be a very long extended period of sleep that can last almost the whole winter. So our marmot here is going to be fattening itself up just before the winter, so that when they have to go through this true hibernation phase, they can use all their additional fat reserves to keep warm, to keep themselves alive, and also for those extra calories. So ground squirrels are another animal that lives in this area that also exhibit true hibernation. They will go into extended periods of inactivity and sleep, and this is so that they can maintain their energy throughout the winter and come out in the spring, and then they will vigorously kind of try to find food and fatten themselves up again, so they can catch up to what they lost during the winter. If they're up here more, they might be hibernating a lot more since there's going to be greater snowfall. If they're down in the valley, maybe not as much because there won't be extended periods of snowfall. There might be more food availability. So it does also depend on where they're at. So you're probably wondering, what do our reptiles do during these extended periods of cold weather? So reptiles will do what we call brumation, which is a form of hibernation that only our reptiles go through. They will decrease their heart rate, decrease their body temperature, and this allows them to survive these long periods of really cold weather. Since our reptiles are ectotherms, which means that they rely on their external temperature to survive, this is extremely important for their survival during the winter. My name is Caitlin, and
This is Amanda.
And thank you for joining us today with our cooperation with Galena Creek Visitor Center to talk to you about hibernation.